everyone, welcome back to 9th standard maths class. We are learning the chapter 12 proportion. The previous video first sections were finished. Now let's move on to next subheading. Our next subheading is different proportions. Okay, different proportion is the next subheading. So proportion means what is proportion? If ratios equal or if one quantity increases, according to that the next quantity will also be increased, or we must get the equation y equal to kx. Okay, this is proportion. Okay, so here k is a constant of proportionality. This we have already learned. Now different proportion means two type of proportions are there. Okay, first is direct proportion. Direct proportion. Second one is inverse proportion. Second is inverse proportion. Now here first proportion. First proportion is the same like the previous one, that is y equal to kx. This is direct proportion. That means if proportions are of the form y equal to kx or y by x is equal to k. Okay, when for example in the previous video we have learned about the area of a circle and perimeter of circle. So perimeter, what is the equation? 2 pi r. Here we prove that the perimeter and radius of circle are in proportion, isn't it? Because perimeter we consider as y and radius we consider as x. So we got y equal to 2 pi x. That is 2 pi we can consider as kx. Okay, that means perimeter and radius of circle is already in proportion because we got the equation y equal to kx. Okay, so this proportion is known as direct proportion. Okay, this is direct proportion. Now inverse proportion means if a quantity is proportional to reciprocal of another quantity. For example, we must get y equal to k by x. Okay, this form we must get, then that proportion is inverse proportion. Okay, this proportion we have learned in physics. Okay, inverse proportion is mainly you can see in physics subject. Okay, so y equal to kx, or if we take this x to this side we will get xy equal to k. Okay, so this is known as inverse proportion. Okay, example we will learn in the activity. Okay, at that time it will be more clear. Only just learn these two forms. Okay, direct proportion means y by x equal to k or y equal to kx. Okay, or y equal to kx. This is for direct proportion. Okay, y by x equal to k or y equal to kx. Then inverse proportion means x must be in the denominator. That means reciprocal. One quantity equal to reciprocal of another quantity with a constant. That is inverse proportion. Okay, now let's move on to problems from the textbook. Last activity, page number 189. Here is your first question. First question, prove that for equilateral triangles, area is proportional to the square of the length of a side. What is the constant of proportionality? Second sub question, for squares, is area proportional to square of the length of a side? If so, what is the constant of proportionality? First question. Two sub questions are there. In the first sub question we have to prove that for equilateral triangles, okay, for equilateral triangle, prove that area and square of length of side, not or of square of length of side are in proportion and find the constant of proportionality. That is the question. So if we have a question like this, first of all you have to choose y and x. So for equilateral triangle we know the equation to find area, isn't it? We know the equation. What is the equation? Area equal to root 3 by 4 a square. This is the equation to find area of equilateral triangle. So these two are the quantities we have to check for the proportion, area and square of length of side. So first quantity we can consider as y, because we must get the form what? Y equal to kx or y equal to k by x. Okay, any of these two forms you must get, then only we can say that they are in proportion. So let's consider area as y and square of length of side, not length of side. Okay, because for equilateral triangle means like this, each side we can consider as length of side. Here we have to prove square of, that means the whole portion we have to consider as x. Okay, now let's check with the equation. Area we consider as y. So y equal to root 3 by 4 is fixed, and a square. Here we consider length of side a, then its square we consider as x. So instead of this whole a square, we can substitute x value. Okay, we didn't consider length of side x. If we consider only length of side x, we can substitute here x square. But here we consider square of length of side as x. So a square equal to x. Now check, is it of the form any of this? Yes, y equal to kx form. So this is of the form y equal to k into x. That means direct proportion. Okay, that means direct proportion. Area and square of length of side are in direct proportion. And what is constant of proportionality? K. K equal to root 3 by 4. Okay, root 3 by 4 is the constant of proportionality. Okay, this is the method, very easy. Just consider y and x and substitute in the equation. Any that equation satisfy any of these two forms, we can say that it is direct proportion. If it satisfies this form, we can say it is an inverse proportion. Okay, now let's do the second sub question. Here we have to consider the square. Okay, a square, we have to check area and square of side. Square of side in proportion or not. So here also area of square we know. What is the equation? Area of square. Area of square equation is side square. This is the equation. So here let's consider area as y and square of side. The square of side means it is side square. Okay, this one we can consider as x. So equation becomes what? Y equal to side square means it can be a square also. So y equal to x we got. It satisfies this form or this form? Yes, it satisfies this form. K means here it is no number here. That means we can write it as y equal to kx and direct proportion. This is direct proportion, but in the place of k no number, but k will be 1 here because x into 1 is what? X itself. That's why constant of proportionality here will be 1. Okay, y equal to kx form will satisfy. Y equal to x means k is 1. That's why we got y equal to x. So direct proportion and constant of proportionality is 1. Okay, so this is first question answer. Now let's do the second question. Question number 2. In rectangles of area 1 square meter, as the length of one side changes, so does the length of the other side. Write the relation between the lengths as an algebraic equation. How do we say this in the language of proportions? Here in the question, rectangle is given. Okay, rectangle's area is given as 1 meter square. Area already given a fixed value, that is 1 meter square. And in the question it is given that as length changes, so does the breadth. Okay, length changes, then breadth also changes. So this will be in proportion anyway. And how can we express these two quantities in proportion? Whether it is in direct proportion or in inverse proportion, and find the constant of proportionality also. That is the question. So here we have to consider the relation between length and breadth. Okay, not area, length and breadth relation we have to consider. Which one we need to consider? That we have to consider as x and y. Here let's consider length as x and breadth as y, or length as y, breadth as x, whatever. Now equation is area already given 1 meter square. So let's consider area of rectangle. What is equation area of rectangle? That is length into breadth. This is the equation. Now here length we already considered as x, breadth we consider as y, and here answer already given, area answer already given, that is 1 meter square. Now x into y is xy. Xy equal to a constant number 1 because 1 is fixed here. So xy equal to 1. In which proportion? Direct proportion means we must get y equal to kx. Okay. Now inverse proportion means y equal to k by x or xy equal to k. Okay. This is inverse proportion, and here y by x equal to k is direct proportion. Which one? This is satisfy this one. Okay, that means xy equal to a constant number, that is 1 here. So here length and breadth of rectangle of area 1 meter square is in inverse proportion. Okay, it is in inverse proportion. And what is constant of proportionality here? Constant of proportionality k is 1. Okay, so this is second one answer. According to the question, you have to choose x and y. Here the relation is between length and breadth. That is the proportion we need to find. That's why we consider x as length and y as breadth. Okay, for the previous one, area and square of length of side. That's why area we consider as y. Okay, so this is second one. Now let's do third question. Question number 3. In triangles of the same area, how do we say the relation between the length of the longest side and the length of the perpendicular from the opposite vertex? What if we take the length of the shortest side instead? Here in this question we have triangles. Triangles of same area. Different triangles, but with same area. We need to check length of largest side and perpendicular height from the opposite vertex are in proportion or not, and find the constant of proportionality. That is the third question. So here triangles means it can be of any shape. Okay, triangle. Largest side means it can be base or this side. Perpendicular height, if we consider this side as the largest side, to the from the opposite vertex to this side, this will be height perpendicular. Okay, so here let's consider length of larger side as base and relation between length of larger side and perpendicular height. So this two we have to consider as x and y. So let's consider length of larger side as x, that is base. Okay, here we are considering length of larger side as base, that we consider as x. Now perpendicular height means height of the triangle, that we consider as y. Now equation. What is triangle area equation? Area of triangle equation is half BH. This is the equation. And here area is same. For all the triangles area is the same, but that value is not given. So let's consider that area as capital letter A. Just consider A. It can be any value. It is a fixed anyway. Okay, same value. Now half base is x, then height is y. So half xy we got. Now we need to consider this as proportion. So to get proportion, either we have to get y by x is equal to a fixed number, or we must get xy equal to a fixed number. So here already xy, okay, already xy is here. So take this half to this side. So divided by 2 come to this side, it will be what? 2 into a. That's why xy, here only xy equal to 2 come to this side means 2 into area. Is it in proportion? Check the answer properly. Xy equal to 2 is a fixed number, a is a fixed number, fixed area is there. So 2a whole we can consider as a fixed number. That means this we can write as xy equal to constant number k. So that is second one. That means it is inverse proportion. Okay, this is also in inverse proportion. Length of larger side and perpendicular height of a triangle with the area same are in inverse proportion. And what is constant of proportionality? K. K equal to 2 times area. 2 times area will be the constant of proportionality. For all the triangle, if we multiply length, that means the base and height, when we multiply this, you will get what? Double of area as the answer. That is the problem. Okay, so this is third one answer. This is first sub question. 2 sub questions are there. This is first sub question. Now try to do the third sub question. Same, instead of length of larger side, we have to consider as a smaller side. If we consider the smaller side as a base, then its opposite vertex to the smaller side will be height. Again same answer we will get, because we will consider small as base. Then x same, height same, y same equation we will get. That also will be in inverse proportion. Okay, now let's do fourth one. Fourth one, in regular polygons, what is the relation between the number of sides and the degree measure of an outer angle? Can it be stated in terms of proportion? In the fourth question, we need to consider irregular polygons. Okay, we need to consider all the regular polygons, and we have to check any relation between number of sides and one outer angle. Okay, any relation, that means it can it be stated as a proportion? That is the question. So here two quantities are number of sides and one outer angle. So what is the equation between these? One outer angle equation we know. Okay, in 8th standard we have learned about that. That is one outer angle equation. One outer angle of any polygon equation is sum of outer angle. Okay, you have already learned in 8th standard. Sum of outer angle divided by number of sides. This is the equation to find one outer angle. So here number of side, relation between number of side and one outer angle. So number of side we have to consider as any x or y, whatever. Okay, so here if we consider this as x, outer angle we can consider as y. So equation becomes what? One outer angle means it is y, equal to sum of outer angle is fixed one, that is 360 degree. All sum of all the outer angle is 360 degree, divided by number of side that we consider as x. Okay, now this is of the form what? Here this can write as y equal to 360 is a fixed number k by x. That means inverse. Okay, so again if we consider this x to this side, xy equal to k, both are correct. Okay, these two are correct. So y equal to k by x or xy equal to k means this is in which proportion? This is also in inverse proportion, because x into y equal to k. So inverse proportion. Number of side and one outer angle is in inverse proportion. Constant of proportionality k is 360 degree. Okay, 360 degree is a fixed number, that's why the constant of proportionality is 360 degree. So this is fourth one answer. Similarly, try to do the fifth one as homework. Okay, same like this, just consider the equation and put x and y that is given in the question. Relation between what all things that we need to consider as x and y, and find whether it is direct proportion or inverse proportion. Okay, so this chapter also over. Hope you understand. Thank you. See you in the next video with the next chapter. That means the last chapter of the 9th standard.